processing some firewood. We're rushing to beat the blizzard that's supposed to come tonight. We're supposed to get anywhere between 10 and 20 centimeters of snow. It's supposed to be very cold and up to 100-kilometer-an-hour winds. So we need to get some of this firewood processed before it gets all covered in snow and ice from the storm. All we need is basically a cut into big rounds and split some of it split in half just for our overnight logs in our big wood stove. So that's what we are doing today. So this is what we actually normally use for processing our firewood. This is an antique buzz saw, and when we're going to be processing large amounts of firewood, we hook this up to our Ford 8N. So we have a very vintage setup, and my husband has a bad back, so that saves his back a lot using this, not having to bend over and cut up log by log like we were doing. Right now we're doing that because we just need a few logs cut up, but if we were going to be processing large amounts, we would have this set up. This behind me is our wood shelter. We've only had it for a couple years and we've absolutely loved having it. It makes a world of difference of keeping our wood free of snow and ice, so that's been awesome. We actually got this in the dumpster, believe it or not. We found the entire wood frame, which is made out of 6x6 beams, these metal plates that it's sitting on the ground, and the tin roof. All of it was in the dumpster. It was an old cart shelter for a store, and they got new ones and they threw this out, and we just happened to go dumpster diving that night and find it. So that was an amazing find. This only cost us a couple bucks to add some of the roof support boards we put on, and I painted it. So that was one of the best finds I think we've ever found. And this black rubber piece we also found in the dumpster, and it just so happened to fit perfectly here, so that blocks out a lot of the snow. So on this side with the tarp covering it, we have all of our pine firewood. We mostly just burn pine. A lot of people say it's not a good wood to burn, but we have no problems with it. It doesn't last very long, but it puts out a good amount of heat. And on this side we just differentiate. This is our hardwood and our overnight logs, so that's been so nice to have. And then in here we have sticks and roots in this tote. My husband works at a peat moss plant, and this is what they like filter out of the peat moss, and they just give that away for free. So that's actually worked really good for kindling. We also put it all over our driveway because we had a really muddy driveway and couldn't afford to bring in gravel, and that's done a fantastic job at making it less muddy. So yeah, this is our wood shelter, and we have it very close to the house, which has been very, very nice. So we absolutely did end up getting hit with that blizzard. It is very cold. It's -30 right now. The wind gusts are crazy. It says up to 100 kilometers an hour, but we're actually pretty sheltered where we live, so it never gets as bad as it does in the open. But yeah, it's not a pleasant day. It's supposed to be -40 tonight, so a big change from our pluses the last couple days. But that's winter here. it's gonna be cold, I prefer at least to have some snow. It's much more beautiful that way. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys all in the next video.